with great sadness I have to inform you here today that Taylor's body has been found. It is my condolences going out to the family and to his loved ones. We are sorry that it had to end this way. Through investigative technique, we were able to find an area around Dell Holmes Park that led the investigators to that area. The detectives had been there all afternoon, and while they were there, they were spotted an alligator with an object in his mouth. As the detectives got closer, they fired one round to the alligator. The alligator dropped the object that he had in his mouth, and we were able to retrieve Taylor's body intact. The father, Thomas Mosley, is now being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. I can tell you now that Taylor's mom, Miss Jeffery, her body was stabbed multiple times. Until the medical examiner has a chance to look at Taylor's body, we cannot tell you the cause of death. I would like to thank all the law enforcement agencies that assisted us today, or since Wednesday, and a special thanks to our detectives here at St. Pete Police Department. These men and women have worked tirelessly since Wednesday at 2:30, trying to find Taylor, hoping for Taylor for a better outcome.
Absolutely horrifying, sickening, heartbreaking, sad news in Florida, St. Petersburg. I don't know if you have all heard about this case. You heard the police there talking about the arrest that has been made. Thomas Mosley, 21 years old, is in jail. 2 counts of first-degree murder. The mother of the child and the child, that just, again, breaks your heart to hear this. So sick. And you see things in the news all the time where people say, oh, only in Florida and all this stuff. And you know what? I don't even want to hear that. This is nothing to joke about. Seriously, this is just so effed up. And what happened reportedly is that the family of the girl, Pashun Jeffery, 21 years old, rest in peace to her, thoughts out to her family and friends. They hadn't seen her. So they went to go check on her, and when they got there, it was just a murder scene. House covered in blood. They found her laying there, and reportedly she was stabbed 100 times. And you see this footage of this guy being booked, again, is in jail, was taken there from the hospital. Reportedly, he showed up to the hospital. What kind of psychopath is this guy? I mean, flat out to commit these horrible crimes, to kill a child. What the fuck? But on top of it, it just shows that something is off, because he went to the hospital, checked himself into the hospital with wounds that are consistent with, what crime scene investigators typically see, the kind of wounds on someone's hands when they have stabbed someone a bunch of times. I don't know if the knife slips and they accidentally cut themselves. I don't know. But you see him being booked, and everyone is just reacting horrified and just sickened by this. And his cousin actually, though, has been on social media trying to defend him and saying, it was a setup or someone else did it. And you see she put up these posts on social media saying, he didn't do it. See, one thing about it, I'm not finna argue with nobody. I said what the fuck I said. I'm entitled to my opinion just like the next. Don't like it, remove yourself. And then there's another post from this cousin that says, my cousin is innocent until proven guilty. And let's point out, that's a fact. That's the way the legal system works. But as I'm going to break down to you guys, and I'm sure most people are already knowing that this just evil person did this. But let's continue on. Obviously, innocent till proven guilty is how the law works, but we're not stupid, right? Now, I'm not saying nothing didn't go down between him and Pashun, because I wasn't there to say, but I will say somebody else is involved. Now, if you weren't there to know what went on between them, how are you to know someone else was involved in the crime? Stop it. And far as Taylor, he did not do it. That's the child that was found, as you heard in the beginning, with the alligator eating them. So just terrible to hear this. Thomas has been in Thomas has been and is still in the hospital since Thursday morning. Since y'all know everything, y'all answer this. If Taylor been missing since Wednesday and today is Friday, don't you think alligators would have been ate him? Taylor's body was found intact in an alligator's mouth today. Thomas couldn't have put him in the lake due to still being in the hospital. Somebody else put Taylor in the lake for that money. Now argue with your mams. And then you see someone commenting saying, go fuck yourself, cousin, you know? And some people may see this and they'll say, well, wait, again, and it is a fact, innocent until proven guilty, but let's just weigh up all the information and see what's, the deal really is. It's pointing to that this guy did it, but you see the cousin has this big theory and is trying to lay this out. Well, let me roll another clip for you guys where, more information becomes available about how they tied the crime to this guy.
Melissa, good morning. These court documents were released late last night, and they're giving us some new insight on how police linked Taylor's father to the crime. According to the arrest affidavit of Thomas Mosley, he celebrated his 21st birthday at Pashun Jeffery's apartment Wednesday. After the party ended, he went to his mother's house with severe cuts on his arms that police say were caused by slippage during a knife attack. The next day, Pashun was found inside her apartment with more than 100 stab wounds. So how did police link it to Thomas Mosley? A bloody fingerprint on a cleaning bottle hidden under the bed. As for the 2-year-old, the affidavit said Mosley threw or placed Taylor into Lake McGorry, where he was later found dead in an alligator's mouth.
Is my condolences going out to the family and to his loved ones. We are sorry that it had to end this way.
With 2 counts of first-degree murder for both Taylor and Pashun's deaths. He is being held without bond at the jail and was also ordered to not have any contact with the victim's family. Pashun Jeffery's family released this letter last night thanking law enforcement and everyone who came together to help find Taylor and pray for their family during this difficult time. Melissa, your heart just breaks for this family. It's just a truly devastating story inside and out.
Absolutely heartbreaking. And for anyone watching at home, there is a fund set up, correct?
There is. The family said they are collecting donations to use for funeral services and to support the family, and we have a link to that GoFundMe on our website, WFLA.com.
So there you have it, with all the other evidence that's already out there. Law enforcement released that they found a bottle of cleaning supplies hidden with his bloody fingerprint. 21-year-old Thomas Mosley, that is, who this was, his girl and his child that he killed. Again, legal system says innocent until proven guilty, but come on, we see what's going on here. This is an evil, evil son of a bitch. And again, he went and checked himself into the hospital. I'm interested to hear what kind of crazy story he was probably trying to tell them, that someone else did it or something. Then why are you cleaning up the house and leaving your own bloody fingerprints, the blood of your family, who you killed, on a cleaning bottle and tidying up before you leave? But there you have it. That squashes the cousin's theory about his innocence, in my opinion. But comment and let me know what you guys all think about this. Again, this is just horrible, horrible crime. I mean, truly, we hear of all kinds of bad stuff in the news all the time, especially in this internet age when information spreads so quickly. But every now and then you just hear something that really, quite honestly, just F's you up to hear of. No other way to put it. Just sad, heartbreaking, and pure evil. This guy will burn in hell for this. I was going to say, and will spend the rest of his life in prison, but isn't Florida a death penalty state? I believe so. If there's ever a reason to use the death penalty, this would definitely be it. I'm not saying that I believe in the death penalty, but I'm just saying if there's ever a reason to put someone to death, it's for sick shit like this.